Okay, well this is 5 minutes of pelvic floor work. If you've got 5 minutes, you can do this. And of course you can do it any time of the day. You can do it once a day, you can do it multiple times throughout the day. And in fact, a lot of these exercises, some of them I do in the car at the traffic lights or in bed at night when I'm reading a book. So it's pretty simple. The first minute is called Suck That Smoothie. That's right. I want you to imagine one of those great big straws that you get with the milkshakes and you are sucking upwards. So this is a very internal exercise. Doing it standing is slightly more advanced. We're on, so start please, let's go. You're on. Or you can do it sitting, not quite as advanced. It really depends on how well you engage. Now I want you to try and hold for 3 seconds. 2, 3, and release. If you can hold for 5, go for it. Suck that smoothie. If you're not used to doing these exercises, you actually might find this quite challenging to hold for upwards of 10 seconds. It takes a little bit of practice. Again. Remember, you're thinking of pulling upwards and mildly inwards. You're not flexing or pushing down. And I'm telling you now, you cannot start doing these exercises too early. Ladies, particularly those of you that are thinking about having babies or have already had babies. Yeah, okay, I think I'm nearly there. I think that's a minute up. Okay, cool. Okay, the next minute is blind marching soldiers. Okay, let me just talk you through it. Start with the march and then start to feel that engagement, the suck the smoothie engagement. Get that going as much as you can with the march. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do at the same time is close one eye. I know, bear with me, work with me on this. And if you can do it, close both eyes, but if you can't, just keep one open. And the reason is when your eyes are closed, you're having to really recruit your core and other areas of your body to keep your balance. And this helps you then to also focus on that pelvic floor and pulling it up. Suck the smoothie, march the soldiers. That's it. Like I said, you're just never too young to start doing these exercises. As I was saying to the girls earlier, whether or not you've had children, it's got to make for better sex as well. A strong pelvic floor. I mean, come on. When we're talking menopause and pelvic floors, we may as well talk about sex as well, right? 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay, the next minute, we called it Blockbusters. You can take a foam block, or in my case, a foam roller. You can use a small Pilates ball, or you can even use a small towel wrapped up. You're gonna pop it between your knees. So again, we're going back to the smoothie suck. That's the engagement sensation you want to be feeling. And you can leave it with your heels just off the floor, holding for 3 to 5 seconds. Or if you can come up slightly off the floor. It's up to you. The most important thing here is to really squeeze that block and feel that smoothie suck, so to speak. I can really feel that just with my toes on the floor. That's absolutely fine with me. Now trying to hold it for maybe a little longer than 3 seconds, maybe try to go for 5. And those of you that can gradually build up to 10 seconds, yes. Squeeze, don't forget to squeeze. There's a lot going on here. We're squeezing the block or the roller or the towel. We're also drawing up. And we're trying to hold it for more than just, 1 or 2 seconds. I want you to try to dig in for 5 here. We're almost there. You've got about 10 seconds to go. Give it one more hit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good one. Okay, so the next minute we're going to do pelvic floor compass. I want you to think north, south, east, and west. And again, we did the smoothie suck because that has taught you now how to engage. So we're back on that as well. Come on down to the floor and start to first of all think north and south as far as your pelvic tilt. And it doesn't have to be huge. This is more just a pelvic awareness. So you're getting your mind into your pelvis and thinking of a north-south tilt. And if you can, simultaneously keep engagement of that pelvis. or that pelvic floor muscle. All right, so now I'd like you to go east and west. And it's only your pelvis. It's a minute movement, but if you're doing it with the smoothie suck, love saying that, then you will feel it. Now, what you can build up to is doing your north and south tilts, your east and west tilts, and then, here's where it gets exciting, the full compass, all the way around, circular. I'm not that good at that. This is where Chucky would be fantastic at this. And then the other way. So it's really about pelvic engagement and really starting to get your mind to pelvis. Pelvic engagement. You could do this in bed. You could literally just do this in bed. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the last minute is a pelvic floor plank. Now this can be done from knees or toes. I'd love it if you could get a full one out on your toes, but what I want you not to do is try to engage shoulders and glutes and everything else. I want you to focus purely on your pelvis. So you could start on your toes and see how you go. And if you feel like you're just focusing on way too many other body parts, come to the knees. I feel this is probably a really good place to start, really. And then get the smoothie suck going. Maybe even a slight tilt of your tailbone under, or a tuck of the tailbone under. You're drawing up, you're drawing in, and you're thinking of that pelvis really being fully engaged. Now, rather than having to use my knees and my shoulders and other muscles of my body, I can really focus in. But if I'm ready, if you're ready, you could come up and just try it on your toes and see how you go. For the whole minute, if you could be here and really focus on your pelvis, that would be A grade. Happy with that. Big box ticked. So see how you go. And if you need to come down, that's fine. But it's all about the pelvis. Ladies, 10 seconds. Pulling in, tuck the tailbone under slightly. Pelvis, pelvis, pelvis. Hold strong. 3, 2, and done. Nice. Some simple exercises that you can do. You don't have to do them for a minute, but try to hold, work your way up from 5 seconds to 10 seconds. Do them anywhere, in the car, at the traffic lights, when you're in a lineup somewhere. No one knows. You're just quietly doing them, your little Kegels, all by yourself. See ya.